Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. So, yesterday we saw this verse, which is there in your handout. Anyat Shreyaha, Anyadutaiva Preyaha. Shruti said that what we call Shreyaha and Preyaha are totally different things. Shreyaha means that which is absolutely good, for which you don't have to pay any price, which is not subject to coming and going, which is centered upon your very self. So this is Shreyaha. And Preyaha is that which appears attractive, but is subject to going. In fact, it is constantly changing, and it is unreal, plus makes you dependent. So this is what it is. Both are poles apart, Shreyaha and Preyaha. Then Shruti said, we are recapping. Nanarthe, both of them, Ubhe, Nanarthe Purusham Sinitaha, both of them bind a person in a different way. Binding means both of them create some kind of compulsion from within. Both of them create some kartavyata, that I have to do this. One who is wedded to Shreyaha, and as we said yesterday, that both these are perception of life. What is my understanding of life? If my understanding of life is this, that the goal of life should be something nityam, and then that will direct me. But if I am attracted by whatever I see, and I go for immediate gratification, then I will choose accordingly, the path of prayers. And both of them compel me in a different way. Now, the one, Shruti says, Upanishad says, the one who chooses Shreyaha, Shreyaha means the path of good, then he has made it. Shreyaha adadanasya sadhuhu bhavati, has made it, which means that he is now on the elevator. Once you have put your foot on the elevator, you don't have to do anything. It will take you. So now there is no going back. You are already on that path. That itself will now take care. No doubt you have to make effort, but still you are on the right track. Whereas the other one, who selects Preyaha, Preyaha we have already discussed what it is. He deviates from the goal of life. Everybody, each and every human being are here with a purpose. There is a purpose of life. What is that purpose? If one can decipher that, if one can see that purpose of life, then naturally one will take up the path leading to that goal of life, provided you can see that. But one who cannot see, one who fails to see that, naturally will fall for other temptations and the glamour and immediate gratifications, and thereby will deviate, will fall, will fail to achieve the goal of life. This is what Shruti has said in this verse. So now the question arises in our minds. In that case, why is everybody not choosing Shreyaha? If Shreyaha is going to make my life, is going to make me happy, then why not everybody is able to choose Shreyaha? And they go for Preyaha. Why like that? The Shruti says it is not in our hands really. Of course, we are given the freedom of choice. Freedom of choice is given. Free will is given. But free will is not that free. It is not that free. Inasmuch as I look at the world, I look at the things from my understanding. If I am wearing tinted glasses, say the yellow cover is there or the green glasses are there, then I will see the world green. Not necessarily that world is like that, but I will see it green. I will see it yellow or red. Similarly, if one cannot look at the things in a correct way, cannot see the things for what they are, what is this really? There is something unreal here, something real here. If you cannot see that, then it is not possible for us to make the right choice. So what helps us in making the right choice is really our mind, is really our intellect. It is through our intellect, through our mind, that we see things, that we appraise everything. Our appraisal of the world today, of the things today, of what I really want is incorrect. If that is so, if my estimate, my appraisal, my perception is wrong or faulty, then I cannot make the correct choice. So, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that there are three kinds of sukha. There are three kinds of happiness in the world. One is sattvic, as we discussed yesterday, that there is a person who is sattvic, there is a person who is full of rajas, there is a person who is also full of tamas. So, similarly, in the world also, there is something called sattva, something called rajas, and the other thing called tamas, which means the world is also made of these three gunas. Now see, what is sattvic sukha? Sattvic sukha means that which is pure, that which is real. What is that? Understand, it appears difficult in the beginning. Lord Krishna says, Yattad agre vishamiva, pariname mrutopamam. That which appears in the beginning very, very difficult. And it doesn't attract me. Generally, that which is shreyaha is not attractive. On the contrary, it looks as if, this is very tough, very difficult, and there is nothing very pleasant about it. It appears like that. But in the end, it turns out to be most attractive. In the end, it turns out to be really beneficial. Pariname mrutopamam. In the result, it is nothing but nectarine. That is called sattva. And rajas is that which appears very attractive in the beginning. The looks are like that. But in the end, it takes away everything from me and doesn't really give me anything. This is rajas. Tamas, the tamasic sukha, the happiness which is born of tamas, is yadagre chanu bandhecha sukham mohanam atmanah. In the beginning also it deludes me, in the end also it deludes me. Which means it is all along nothing but a delusion. That is tamas. Now, I will just give you an example. Like, for instance, getting up early in the morning, sitting for meditation, taking Bhagavan's name, all this getting up early, that itself is not attractive at all. Moment the alarm rings, we will shut it off. Why? Because I have to give up my sweet sleep. And the early morning sleep is something very sweet. We don't want to get up. So that appears difficult, but in the end, if I can do that, then in that pure and serene atmosphere, I can meditate, I can go for walk, I can do yogasana, things like that. And I take up with my routine, and everything will be organized and everything will fall in place. But to do that is difficult. It appears difficult in the beginning. Sattvic sukha is like that. Whereas rajas is what? So it becomes difficult for me to make the choice. And whereas rajas appears attractive, vishayendriya sanyogat yattat agre mrutopamam. If there are all the sweets, rasgullas, and all the junk food, and everything is laid out before me. Then, even though I have diabetes, even though I have certain problems, I will select that. Because Vishayendriya Sanyogat, when my sense objects come in contact with the sense objects, there is affinity between them. There is that natural attraction is there, and I will fall for that. So this appears when I put that rasgulla and gulab jambu on my tongue. Immediate gratification. I want to have other helping. But then you measure your sugar. It will show. What I mean to say, I'm just giving you an example. That rajas, vishayendriya sanyoga, when our sense objects come in contact with the world, you see pleasant things, but they are not necessarily good. They are not preferable. But still I go for it because my mind is colored. My mind wants that immediate satisfaction, and it is very difficult to resist that. I do not have the strength to resist that. Most people do not have the strength. In this way I choose that. And tamas is nothing but it deludes me in the beginning also and the end also. Like there is the spurt of anger. That impulse of anger has arisen. And I pay no heed to that. And I just throw it upon someone. Because when it comes, then also I'm not aware of it, which means it takes hold of me. It takes hold of me, and I give in to that. So it is born also, it creates delusion in the beginning and in the end too. And the result we know. What is the result? It not only burns me, it also burns the target. It also burns the person or things where it is targeted. So these are the three different, but still I'm not in my control. One is not in one's control when mind is full of such impulses. When they arise, they just take hold of me. And then there is blackout here. There is blackout in my intellect. My thinking capacity goes on the back burner. And my impulse comes on the forefront. I do not wait to think. It doesn't allow me to think. So powerful it is. So understand, we give in. We just give in. Because mind or the intellect is not that independent. Doesn't have that strength, doesn't have that capacity to make correct choices. So even though it is said that make correct choice, provided I can make it, provided my mind can see the correct things, it is not in the position to see what is correct. That is why it is very, very important that we train our mind right from the beginning. Lord Krishna says beautifully in the 6th chapter that your mind is your friend and your mind is your enemy. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu, atmaiva ripuhu atmanah. Mind is your bandhu and mind itself is your ripu. Bandhu means friend and ripu means enemy. Friends and enemies are not outside. They are inside. And I am not aware of it. That is why Uddhared Atmanatmanam, Lord Krishna says, Natmanam avasadayat, always, always help yourself. May you lift yourself by yourself. Uddhared Atmana Atmanam. May you always lift yourself. Never allow yourself to go down. Natmanam avasadaye. Don't allow yourself to sink more and more in this ocean of samsara, in this ocean of ignorance. Already I am there. That I am born. We are born with ignorance. Ignorance is something which we have not had to work for. It is already there. And if I give in to that all the time, then I will perpetuate that. As Raman Maharshi Ji says in Upadeshasaram, Kruti mahodadau patana karanam. When I plunge into things without thinking, gati nirodakam, then it stops my further journey. Inasmuch as I will be following the same trend. The channel has been made that happiness is outside, and I keep chasing that. Not waiting or stopping to think, what have I gained so far? I have been chasing this all along. But has that satisfaction ever come? It comes temporarily, and again I am back to square one. Again the same lack, same want, I want, never seems to go, never disappears. Then what has all that I acquired and enjoyed and accumulated, what have they really given? This enlightenment doesn't arise. One doesn't stop to think because mind has lost that capacity to think. So that is why here comes the place of Shastra. Shasanat Shastram. Shastra is that which controls us. We don't like anybody controlling us. But that is required. That is somebody's control. Somebody's guidance is required in life. If it is not there, and if I just depend upon my understanding, and if that understanding is faulty, the captain itself doesn't know. Today, the captain of my life is aviveka, lack of understanding. My understanding is clouded, my perception is clouded, and that is the captain of this ship. Now imagine, where will I go? The captain itself doesn't know. He is drunk, supposing. Then, so the captain has to be very, very strong and enlightened. Then only the correct decisions can be made. And making correct decisions is very important. If it will be shown that if you make the correct choice, you have made it. Life, the success of life, depends on correct choices. It depends on correct choices, provided I can make them. That is why Shastra is there. Right from the beginning, if I am trained, if I allow myself to be trained by Shastra, then if I have satsanga in life, if I have some guidance, either I am born with that viveka, as Nachiketa was. Nachiketa could make the correct choice. As Lord Yama says, that you never sunk in that ocean of aviveka in which most people get sunk. Yasyam majjanti bahuvo manushyaha. Most people give in to all this temptations. You didn't. Why? Because you could make correct choice right from the beginning. He had come with it. Some people are lucky. Some not lucky, I will not say luck. From the past lives they have earned it. He appears young. His age-wise he looks young, but not in his understanding, which means he has gathered this understanding. Wisdom is there, collected from the past lives. Somewhere he has begun. Maybe we are beginning now. It is quite possible. But one has, so that is why, as I said, Shastra is required. Because Shastra does give permission for Artha and Kama. You enjoy your life. You accumulate, earn money, enjoy, but within the boundaries of Dharma. Shastra we had discussed this in the very first class, that the first section is Karma Kanda. The subject matter of that is Dharma. Dharma is the subject matter of the first section of Vedas. And when you go to learn all that, then Dharma prepares you. It definitely allows you to enjoy. Have Kama, have Artha in life. But the margin will be Dharma. Dharma means do's and don'ts. Vidhi, Nisheda. This can be done, this cannot be done. Why should I not do? The rebel in us will say, why should I not do? Whatever we are asked not to do, that we want to do first. But when the teacher is there, Shastra is the teacher, it controls, no, it cannot be done. So right from the beginning, this samskaras, this training is given. There should be some such thing in life. Satyam vada, dharmam chara. May you speak truth. May you follow dharma. Himsam na kuryat. Do not be violent. No questions. Just do it. Just as mother, when the mother and the father are there to guide you. Some parents are really good, that parenting capacity is there. They train the child right from the beginning. And that is good. That is good. So that the child, when they grow up with this. This can be done, this cannot be done. Because whatever you implant in them will be there. Then it is, of course, their destiny. But we have done our duty. That education of Dharma, when it is given, hopefully it will bring its result. And that will enable you to make correct choices in life. Dharma prepares. One is prepared. In Shastra we see in all the students who go to the teacher, just for instance, in Mundaka Upaniṣad, the Shaunaka is the student. The Shaunaka is such a famous person. He was all the time, he was very famous for performing different yagas, which means he lived his life very well. Even though a gruhastha, even though a householder, but he followed all the rules and regulations. Dharma was there in his life. And that is why right questions arise. Heart is ready. Mind is mature. Imagine while living the life of a householder, there are these questions in his mind. What questions? He goes to the teacher and asks, Kasminnu bhagavo vijñāte, sarvamidam vijñātam bhavati. This is the question with which he comes. What? What is it? Knowing which everything becomes known. Please tell me about that. See his question. He is leading his life. But while he is living, doing everything, performing all his duties, and that too very well, but in the lines of dharma. So his heart becomes pure. And when the heart is pure, then these questions arise. Questions pertaining to Shreya. What is it? Knowing which everything becomes known. That means he is sensing. He has the insight that there must be one principle in life, one fundamental reality which is governing everything. And once we know that, we will know everything. Just as when you know the gold, you know all the ornaments. So behind all the ornaments, there has to be one common thread, one common denominator. But his mind can sense that. Understand, his mind is sensing that. He has insight into this. Why? Dharma brings that insight. Dharma, when life is lived well, lived according to dharma, which means Lord Krishna elaborates upon dharma. When he talks about karma yoga, he is elaborating upon dharma. He says your life is not meant only for yourself. When he is teaching karma yoga to Arjuna, he is teaching this whereby the heart will be ready, mind will become mature for making correct choices. Correct choice cannot be thrust upon you. It cannot be imposed. No, take this path. That will not work. We have to make it ourselves. If somebody pushes us, forces us to take some path, how long are we going to follow that? Speak truth. How long? As long as it is convenient, I will speak truth. Moment it is not convenient, I will throw it away. So values thirst by others cannot take me long. I have to see the value of the value as valuable to me. I have to see the value of a value, dharma, satya, ahimsa, as valuable to me. Then only I will follow that value. Speak truth, I will follow. How long? As long as I am not put in that tight position, that tight corner. But moment somebody comes up with a big and offers me a big benefit, if I be a little dishonest. If I be a little dishonest and corrupt, they are going to offer me very big, they lure me with that. So, since that value of speaking truth, of honesty has not been assimilated by me, it has not been assimilated, I will fall for that and give in to that dishonesty. But if I can see that by becoming dishonest, what am I losing? I lose that peace of mind. I have done it. I got that material benefit also. But what have I lost? I lost the sleep at night. My conscience is constantly telling me, wrong, wrong, wrong. It keeps on murmuring. And then, when I am not happy, a conflict has already arisen. There is already a conflict inside. With that, what am I going to enjoy the benefits which I have? Because mind is already rent apart. There is already a dent inside. I know people may salute me for my material things, but I know where I stand. I lose my own self-esteem. So stress is created. Conflict is created inside. When I realize this, that this is what I'm losing within, I may get something outside, but I lose myself. And when such conflicts keep on accumulating, I am not a person who is integrated. I'm not together. I lose all my peace. Is it worthwhile? Is it worthwhile? When I understand this, then and then it is possible for me to follow that value of honesty. Not otherwise. Just paying lip service doesn't work. We have to understand the value of honesty. That really it works. Oh, I have nothing to hide. I am happy. So, when I understand that, then I will follow. In course of time, this is going to help me. This will make me pure. So Lord Krishna gives Arjuna lessons of Karma Yoga. He says, do your things very well, but start reaching out. Do it for others. The whole cosmos has given you. You give back. So less of I, less of that small I, and more of others in your life. You have taken so far, now give back. Now when you are responsible, you can do, you also can contribute, so contribute and consume less. Don't demand, but give. Don't grab, but give. When you live this life, it is not said without reason. Bhagavan has no interest, Lord Krishna has no interest whether you live a life of Karma Yoga or not. But it is not for others. It is for me. I am not obliging anyone. I have to do it for myself, for my purity, for my growth, for inner cleanliness. Only then and then, when the mind will be in the right place, when it can see correctly, then only correct decisions can be made. And that happens with dharma. That happens with life of yoga and not bhoga. Otherwise, we go for bhoga. Bhoga means enjoyment, my satisfaction, my gratification. But yoga expects me to stretch out. Not those yoga, physical yoga. But yoga means by each and every action, my mind joins with the larger aspect of life. My mind joins with Ishvara. Otherwise, it is joined only with the small I and my family. I and mine too. Sometimes not two also, I just myself. There is no, the more the path becomes narrower, the more selfish I become. There is no place for anyone else in my life. I am not ready to part with anything. Why? Because I only is important. Small I, ego, ahankara becomes so important that it clouds my vision it totally clouds my understanding of life. Therefore, Lord Krishna says, learn, go to Shastra, go to Mahatmas and learn. We need this education. Some guidance is required. Either we know it or we have to learn it. We have to learn from those who know, those who have treaded this path. Or in early days, in the past, people used to learn all this. So Shastra had the chance to train a person. As I said, dharma, vidhi, do's and don'ts. In the beginning it may sound difficult. No, why should I do? Matru devo bhava, Shastra says. Pitru devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. May you become one for whom mother, father, guests, everybody is respectable. I have to give to them. I have to serve them. My mother, father, entire society. Part, give, be generous, be generous, be generous. Things like that are taught by Shastra. When we go through all this, what happens? Mind, intellect, this is the instrument. This is the means of knowledge. It is through this mind that I am perceiving, knowing things. If that itself is impure, if that itself is not having the right principles, right understand, what am I going to choose? My choices will be incorrect. And once I make an incorrect choice, I have lost it. Because it is clearly said that one who makes the correct choice of Shreya makes it. Other one deviates, goes down, not elevate himself. Shreya, the path of Shreya, will elevate you, evolve you, whereas this one will take you down in the ladder of samsara. We have come here to go up, not to go down. But choices, and these choices come before us every moment. It says here, Shreyascha Preyascha Manushya Metah. These two always come together. Problem is that if it is correct, this is Shreya, this is Preya, then I can just choose it. But no, they come intertwined. They come together. Not at some time. In each and every moment they are there. The possibility of Shreya and Preya is there in even at this moment also. There is something Shreya, something Preya. For me, for you, for everyone. Shreya and Preya always are there together. For you, supposing, listening, either you can come to the class, either you can, for this long weekend, supposing, you could have chosen something else to go for some trip. That is not wrong. That is not wrong. You can very well go. But for you to make this choice, that let us go to Gurukulam and let us learn Kathopanishad. Let us register ourselves for this course. You made a choice. You could have made other choice too. But you made this choice. Even after having come, I may not be attentive in class. I may be sleeping. I may be dozing off. I'm not that attentive. I miss that. I miss the bus. So, to be able to make the most of the situation, for that, I have to make a correct choice. No, let me listen. Let me be attentive. So you are making a choice. So understand, every moment this comes before us. There are always two paths, Shreya, Preya. Moment I am little slack, lazy, not attentive, not in my right state of mind, I slip. I cannot make the correct choice. We may think this is not to be taken so seriously. No, it is serious. It is very serious. Because we are given the free will. We have to exercise the free will every moment. So, they come together. Like, I will give you an instance. When before the war of Kurukshetra, war is declared. So much is done to stop it, but it just had to happen. And now it is already declared. Now, when it is the war time, you try to get aid and help from everyone. So, both Arjuna from the Pandavas side and Duryodhana from the Kauravas side, you know this story. They approach Lord Krishna because he is a very, very powerful person. So they both are approaching him. When they went, both of them went to take his help. He was sleeping at that time. So Duryodhana went first, and he sat near the head of the Lord Krishna. And Arjuna, as always, very humble, sits at the feet of Lord Krishna. Even though Arjuna has come first, this one has come later. When Lord Krishna opens his eyes, he sees Arjuna first and doesn't see Duryodhana first. Duryodhana says, I have come first. I came first. But and he says, what have you come for? And so both of them say, the war is going to come, war is there. Please now, we want some help from you. So Lord Krishna says, I have two offers. Choose from them. Either you choose my army or you choose me. My army is extremely big. Either you choose that or you choose me. And first choice is given to Arjuna. Arjuna was given the first choice. Duryodhana protested. He said, I came first. Lord Krishna says, even though you came first, my eyes fell on Arjuna, plus he is younger. So he is younger to you. So I give him the first choice. Okay. Duryodhana is now worried. He is worried that Arjuna will ask for the army. He will ask for the army. And I will wind up with this Krishna who is not going, and Lord Krishna made it very clear, just me who will not wield any weapon. I'll just be there. I won't do anything. So Duryodhana is worried, what will I do with this one? Who is not going to do, he's a VIP guest and will create problems. Doing nothing. Will become a burden rather than help. And he's praying now. Duryodhana is now praying that please help, oh Ishvara, please help Arjuna make a wrong choice. But Arjuna is Arjuna. See, he is now making his choice. What is his choice? Without hesitation, without batting his eyelid, he made the choice. He did not think. He immediately said, you be on my side. You be on my side. Duryodhana declared, I have the army. I have the army. See, both of them, Duryodhana makes choice according to that is what he is made of. All his life he has done that. Now when the time is, he cannot make the correct choice. And Arjuna has always been pure, sattvika. So he knows the importance of Bhagavan. He was not Bhagavan, he was like one of them. But still, Arjuna could see his importance. He said, if you are there, it will make the difference between success and failure. Just you by my side is enough for me. Understood. This comes before us, provided we can make the correct choice. Something enables us. What is that? What is that? What we have made ourselves. If we have worked with ourselves, if the right values are there, right understanding is there, that will enable me to make the correct choice. Understand, the fundamentals are very important. How I make myself, how I train myself, the kind of life that I live is very important. It's very significant. Everything depends upon that. So, those samparitya, they come, but vivinakti dhiraha, wise man, not wise man but intelligent, but real intelligence is here. Real intelligence is not cheating and deceiving and hurting and throwing my weight and being smart that way. That is not real intelligence. By doing that, I wind up with incorrect choices. I may not pay tax. I may violate, transgress all the values. My bank balance and my power and position may become too fat, too big. But of what use? Of what use? I am not together as a person. My values are zero. So this is where the world makes mistake. And this is what Shastra teaches us. Lord Krishna says that when you live a life of karma yoga, in which karma is not important, yoga is important, your attitude is important. It is your attitude joined with the karma. Attitude, when you join the right attitude of helping, reaching out, always cleaning yourself, getting rid of likes and dislikes, and joining with divine, with Ishvara. Yoga with every action. This is yoga which brings about change. Yoga means attitude, which every time makes me choose correct. Yoga, not bhoga. And then when I do that, a time comes, then Siddhim Vindati Manava. Up to 18th chapter, Lord Krishna keeps on talking about this. He says, person gains success. And what is that success? Siddhim Vindati Manavaha. Human being gains success in life. What is that success? Can you tell me? What is that success? Success means he became very famous. He became very wealthy. That he may. Success is not, Bhagavan is not against that. But by what he means by success is purity. Purity. Purity, and you become sattvic. Sattva doesn't come on its own. We have to make ourselves sattvic. Otherwise, rajas is there, tamas is there. They become big obstacles. World doesn't realize this. If that is going to make me make incorrect choices, if they are going to make me unhappy, with everything I am unhappy. With everything, all possible comforts, I am not happy. I am alone. Go and ask them. No good relationships with the spouse, with children, with siblings. No time to stand and stare. No time. And even if there is time, we don't talk to each other. We don't look at each other. Why? Why? I have lost that capacity. The things which give happiness, harmony between two persons, harmony with anything, I lose that capacity. What has this done to me? Blindly, we just progress we think we are making progress. But it's not progress. Here it is said, avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam dhira panditam manyaman. They are groping in darkness, from one darkness to another. And they think we have made it. It's not going to help you. Are we going to eat the wealth? Are we going to eat the power and position? No. See, all this is to be learned. Siddhim Vindati Manava. But when you discover happiness in values, in giving, in contributing, then you become independent. Moment you give, you get. Every time you live a life of karma yoga, you get. You are not deprived. This is what we have to discover, that when I give, When I reach out, happiness comes from within. That happiness for which I'm struggling, turning everything upside down, and still it doesn't give me. Whereas, when I care, when I have time for others, this is Karma Yoga. Then, automatically, happiness comes from within. You don't need it from outside. This is path of Sattva. This is path of Vidya. And when you live this life, automatically you are ready for Brahma Jnanam. You are ready for Atma Jnanam. You are ready for Shravanam. You are ready to go to a teacher. And you will find a teacher. And when you listen, then you come to know, oh my God, this happiness is my nature. Peace is me. Happiness is me. Satisfaction is me. What I'm seeking is me. It is right here. You have made it. But otherwise, the entire world, even if given to you, cannot make any difference. Cannot make any difference. Ravana had everything with him. What did he not have? Tell me. He had conquered everyone. All the devatas were also in his pocket. Yes, Brahmaji was forced to sing for him. In everybody in his court. Then they prayed, oh please come, somebody to save. Who will save us from this one? But Ravana, with all the everything, still is craving. Lobhaha, krodhaha, kamaha, krodhaha, lobhaha. Lord Krishna says, Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanah. These three are the gateways to hell. Kamaha, passion. Unceasing passion. I want at any cost. Then lobhaha. Then, first anger. When that kama finds obstacle, it results into anger. And if it is fulfilled, lobhaha. Understand, I want more, greed. These are the three gateways to hell. And they are born of rajas and tamas. They are born rajo guna samudbhavaha. Lord Krishna says all this. What a teaching. What a teaching it is. We need all this right from the beginning, and we think that after retirement. We think later on, Gita later on, Shastra later on, when we are free. You will not become free. In the prime of life, if we do, then my goodness, life will blossom. Okay, at any time, just begin. Yeah, we have never discourage yourself. Any time is the best time. We begin now. As I said, even now, here and now, I choose the correct. I make up my mind. I listen well and make a resolve. No, I will choose the correct thing. If need be, I will consult someone. Satsangaha. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Vashyakara says, Satsangatve nisangatvam. Go to a Mahatma. Go to one who knows. Seek their help. Make the correct choice. Their company itself is elevating. Their vibes, their knowledge will reflect. Go to them. Read. From beginning. Teach this to your children. Teach this. Tell them. They are like plants. We have to rear them, nurture them in the right way. That is our duty. So that tomorrow they make the correct choices in life. They come together. Then, when they come together, what should I do? Wise person will pick the right one. Like here the example is given of a swan. You know, this bird, swan, is it, you must be aware of it. It is said that this swan has the capacity to separate milk and water. They separate Paramahamsaha. Hamsaha means it can separate milk from water. When it's given to him, the water will be separated, milk will be separated, and then he will drink milk. Similarly, that is why Mahatmas, wise people are called Paramahamsaha. You know? Paramahamsaha. Ramakrishna Paramahamsaha. Why Paramahamsaha? Swan is separating milk and water. But Paramahamsa, they separate what? What do they separate? Real from unreal. Nitya from anitya. They come together. Here there are two things. Here name and form is there, and tattva, Chaitanya, is also there. What is the Chaitanya aspect? That the thing is, that it shines, that it is useful, that is Atma here, that is Bhagavan here, and the name and form is orange color, and this handkerchief is the name and form. Remember. Then I take this handout. What is the tattva here? It is, it shines, it is useful, it is lovable. And what is the name and form here? This book and the form. That will change. After some time, this color will go, these pages will go. What will not go? Is, shines, and it is beautiful. So everywhere Bhagavan is, I also am. I also, for me I cannot say is. I am, I shine, I like myself. You also are, you shine, means tattva. Atma is everywhere. The costumes are different. Everybody's costume is different. One is man, one is woman, one is old, one is sentient, one is insentient. But everywhere, who is the wearer of the costume? Bhagavan, Atma. Call it Bhagavan, call it Atma, call it Chaitanya, call it Brahma, call it consciousness, call it by any name. Now, what will be Shreyas when I look at you? What should be important for me? Not how you look, not how you talk, not how much you earn, where you live, but if I am Shreyorthi, I will be seeing you not from the name and form, but what will touch me? That you are Bhagavan. Here, in and through the costume, I will be seeing the actor. Who is that actor? Bhagavan, Chaitanya. You understand what I am saying? Then, the culmination of separating, of making the correct choice every time, is for selecting, is for seeing, is for appreciating Bhagavan, 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 consciousness, real, real, real. And name and form doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter what they are. What is important is not that it is Bengal, that it is chain, that it is Bengal. What matters is, to some, Bengal also may matter, huh? To girls, Mom, I want this bangle. You are not giving it to my sister. It will matter to them. But for others, for those who know the value of gold, 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 gold. Here also gold, here also gold, here also. What is in this other than gold? Tell me. There is nothing but gold. Take away gold. Will you have bangle? Take away gold from this and have the bangle. Have it. If you want ornaments, take it. I keep the gold. See. So, appreciate gold. Similarly, you are looking at the creation. What is important? Ishvara. And that Ishvara is not there. He is here. Here also, name and form is not important. What is important is Asti Bhati Priyam Tattva. Me, you, what we call I, you, he, she, it, man, woman, animal, cow, lion. All these are different forms, different costumes in which Ishvara is appearing. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. That is why Upanishad say, may you look upon the creation as nothing but Ishvara. But when can I see that? Otherwise, how will I see my friend and enemy? I hate him. Enemies come, friends come, things like that. They all do not enable me to see Ishvara. A wise man will see Ishvara, not how you look, how you talk, how you walk. This is the climax. This is the culmination of the correct choice. Every time this is going on in my mind. Nothing but tattva, tattva, tattva. Truth, truth, truth. I can decipher that. I can see that everywhere. What stops my happiness? Tell me. Wise man can do this. And otherwise, means one who doesn't have this, he will choose what? Name, form, my protection, my money, my this, my that. And the other one, what is, not how it appears. Not how it appears, but what is. This isness is Bhagavan. The shining is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is constantly declaring, I am, I am, I am. But who is paying attention? So, I have already exceeded my time. But we have to make correct choice. And a time will come for the one who is intelligent. Shreyaha is choiceless choice. You will choose the correct thing. Till then, teach yourself. Till then, seek guidance to help you make the correct choice. A time will come for a thinking person who is living life on the path of dharma. For them, Shreyaha will be choiceless choice. You cannot settle for less. When you know the best, when the best coffee is there for you, then you will not choose for the South Indians, the coffee, they know the taste of that coffee coming from the beans. Then they will not choose for the ordinary things. They will not choose that best. Similarly, when you have the glimpse, then you will not go for the lesser things, So, you can pray also. Please enable me to make the correct choice, O Bhagavan. Gandhiji said, that during the independence struggle, he said that before giving any movement, I used to pray. Dandi movement, Quit India movement, so many movements he came up with. But before that, he used to pray, what should I now go, what should I give to the nation? Which new movement? Then he said, I came to Bhagavan, he got that inspiration. And then he would bravely initiate the movements. Quit India movement. When he came up with the Dandi movement, everybody ridiculed him. But he went ahead with it because he knew this is going to work. And that was the first step which really created a dent into the British Empire. It created a dent. So what I'm saying is, if you cannot yourself make the correct, pray, oh Bhagavan, help me to make the correct choice so that I don't fall. Okay? So, with this we conclude. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Swamiji's class will be at 11.